Now turn up.
What up is Marcus Dynasty Football Dads, and we have a mock draft Superflex version of a startup. And if you want to be a part of this exact, almost same format, we are doing a Patreon league, and we have very few spots remaining. I think one or two. And so if we have two, we will shove two people into this league. I will swear. That'll make it either 10 or 12, and that's kind of our gauge. Is we have kind of one person that we can always kind of flip to either 10 or flip to 12. Whatever it is, I will get you a part of the league, but it is probably going to be a 24 or 48 hour countdown now since you've seen this video. I will update into this video. I'll kind of break into it if there's no updates right now, if there's no spots. All right. Anyways, so we have three clues for the jersey giveaway that we're going to be doing on Patreon. It is A, a sophomore; B, somebody that's hurt; and C, somebody that is in the top 10 of my rankings currently. Well, this is try number 3 of the mock draft. For some reason, the video cut out in the first 2. If this one cuts out again, I will continue on, and I will just show the end of the roster or something. It cuts out at like 8-9 minutes, and so like I don't want to just keep doing this darn mock draft. It's been the same. I've gotten Dak. Oh, I got to claim my spot, number 8. And I have gotten Dak Prescott both times. So let's see what we got. McCaffrey, number 2. I don't think that should happen. This actually looks more like the draft that I'm guessing. Oh, I'll be darned. Look at that. Barkley, it's all on Dak Prescott. I don't like this spot ever. I never do because, but what I've learned from some of the other mock drafts is I feel like Aaron Rodgers is going late. I feel like some of these veterans are going late. So I'm going to do something crazy. I'm going to take Mr. Trevor Lawrence because I seem to have a super young team. And so I'm tired of having Dak Prescott going, man, I'm going to need to trade him like early basically since I've gotten him. So Chubb, Najee, Swift, Zeke, Dobbins, Antonio Gibson, all. I mean, I like Chubb a lot. I think I have Chubb over Najee right now. We got Tyreek Hill, A.J. Brown, Devontae Adams. Oh, that is yummy. That is some good wide receivers. But let's go quarterback just to check. I don't think there's anybody. Russell, Fields. I mean, Fields is awesome, but I feel like I can get I can even get Wilson later with some of these rankings going on. So I'm going to take Chubb. Nick Chubb. I'll take him over Najee. I think he's going to have a better 2021 season as well. And so that's part of the thought process as well, I think. And what I've come to the conclusion is my RB2 is usually crap. Because this usually, Clyde Edwards-Helaire is there. But what happens, it seems to be, is that I start taking both of these guys, Ridley and Lamb, or I take Lamb and McLaren, or I take Ridley and McLaren, or I take usually both of them, and that becomes a problem. Fields is there, Lance is there. I love both of them. I'm gonna go check and see. Both two teams don't have a quarterback, so likely I am making this decision knowing that both of them are going to be gone, which hurts. But I also hate the rest of the running. Not hate. The rest of the running backs are really sketchy, and I'm going to take my RB2 and Clyde Edwards-Helaire slightly over Mixon here. I want to see how this roster turns out, and this is why I do. If I clicked it right. This is why I do mock drafts to see, like, okay, I did one with one running back basically last time, and I liked my roster. I really was like, okay, I just need an RB2. And I always feel like if Fields and Lance went to the exact two teams that I thought they were going to go to, and so I look at the situation of, do I want Jalen Hurts? No. Do I want Rodgers? Not really. Do I want some of these lower quarterbacks? Yes. But I need either, I didn't even see, Lamb gone, Ridley gone. Suckers. Suckers, not effers. I'm going to take Terry McLaurin. How old is he? He's 24? Oh, that's Allen Robinson. Terry McLaurin. 25. I don't care. I'm going to take him. I feel like he is close to a borderline wide receiver 1. And then this is where all the running backs go. Josh Jacobs was a thought. Javonte Williams was a thought. Travis Etienne was not really a thought. I don't know if this is updated rankings on him. But no quarterbacks are really being taken, which is plenty okay with me. This is kind of where those quarterbacks don't get taken. So we have Keenan Allen, Amari Cooper. I didn't get Lamb, and usually I do. So usually Amari Cooper's not on my board, but definitely a choice. These are where the running backs really start to struggle for me. Hawkinson is there, and just looking at that, I think I'm gonna. So Hurts is still there, but I think Hawkinson is that tier break. Like Hawkinson, if you told me he finishes as tight end 3, I believe that. Any of these other tight ends, I don't believe that. So I need that tight end. There's, I believe, 6. Was there Kelsey, Kittle, Andrews, Pitts, Hawkinson? I missed one. Waller? Did I say Waller? Maybe 6. Waller, Hawkinson, Andrews, Kelsey, Pitts, Kittle. Yeah, 6. And so Fant is kind of that middle 7, and he is kind of safe, but has no upside type thing. And then you have the rest. I don't like the rest. All right. So my team is Lawrence, Chubb. And I need a wide receiver. Cup, Waddle, Galladay, Julio, Cortland Sutton. With my team, let's see quarterback. Because I'm probably going to take. And so I have some choices here. I don't know what that did. Oh, Q. I was like, what the heck? Aaron Rodgers, Matthew Stafford. Jalen Hurts, I don't believe in Jalen Hurts. I just don't. And so I'm going to take Aaron Rodgers for the fact that he could play a couple more years. He may not. But I think he's value enough at this point where if you said he's going to play 4 more years, that's perfectly fine. Like I'm okay with that kind of value there and knowing, man, all these wide receivers are going. It's kind of depressing, but that's the way the cookie crumbles at times. Julio, Laviska. Gosh, dude, it's like they're tempting me with players I don't like. Rashad Bateman, Michael Pittman. I have, no wide receiver 2? I don't like this. Okay. What is QBs? I can get some QBs later. All right. Just kind of seeing. Chase Edmonds, Michael Carter, not really there. I mean, maybe Michael Carter if he comes back around. At this point, Laviska, I don't really believe in him as much as I think Marvin Jones and DJ Chark are going to be the 2. So that leaves me, do I want somebody young like Rashad Bateman? But I'm just going to go with Julio, understanding I know he's old. It could be past his proverbial peak, but he also could have 1,400 yards, and no one would be shocked. I don't think anybody should be shocked. Michael Carter gone. Okay, well, that's fun. That was a fun conversation while we had it. Melvin Gordon, Damian Harris, Zach Moss. Just the running. This is why I hate the running backs at this point. So it's usually wide receiver and quarterback. Let's go wide receiver. Let's look at what we got. Debo, Rashad Bateman, Michael Pittman. Darn cat. Hit my screen. I'm going to go with, because I don't know who to go with. I got it. I'm just going to go with Rashad Bateman. Because I panicked and I don't know who. And I know he's going to be gone for the first month, but I really like his talent. And if he wasn't hurt, he'd be taken a round and a half earlier, probably, or a round earlier. So, let's see what we got. Man, all the quarterbacks are going. Well, should I add the quarterback run? I'm going to take Zach Wilson. Starting cat. Get out of here, cat. All right, I'm going to take Zach Wilson because this is where Zach Wilson will replace my Rodgers fund. So I have Lawrence and Wilson, and really, I need wide receivers, which in the scheme of things, yeah, is a problem, but I think wide receiver is potentially, especially wide receiver 2 and 3, which, I have Terry McLaurin, which I believe is potentially a 1. I think this might be the easiest position to fill in because there is so much depth. And so what I need right now is I need probably one wide receiver that's going to have a huge ceiling, like wide receiver 2 ceiling, high 2 ceiling, potentially Rondale Moore. Okay, I need to move my cat. Say hi. Say hi. You're moving my screen. All right. Or I need a safe guy. Brandon Cooks is kind of my safe guy. Because he's like 1,000-yard just plopper. Maybe I just won't have I don't need to. Maybe I'll just have no running backs. Mostert is tempting. But I'm going to take Rendell. Again, super young team. I know that some of these guys aren't going to pan out, and I may be a team that is looking at 2022, 2023. But that's fine. I'd rather have that than be like, I have 2021, and then I'm going to hit the fan. Like, crap's going to hit the fan. My guy got taken. Yeah, Brandon Cooks. 3 after me. Yeah. Yep. I deserve that. That's what happens when you try to play with fire, you get burnt. Yeah, I have my wide receivers suck. They really do. They are not good. But this is what you have to learn with. I love my quarterbacks. And if you're looking at 2022, 2023, like, what's easier to get? A 108 or 109? Like, Jamar Chase, even if it's not Jamar Chase, Devontae Smith, I mean, he's going 107, 108, 109. What's harder to get? 102, 101. Like, try to get those quarterbacks are just, like, to get a Lawrence and to get a Zach Wilson, it's just not going to happen. Zach Wilson should be up here. Like, if he was, I would have. If the quarterbacks would have started taking him, I would have taken Tua or Wilson. I would have taken him higher, but they didn't. So this is how we play. I have an idea. I'm taking Darrell Henderson. I feel like his ADP is not messed up in this thing, and I will take a guy that is potentially my backup to Chubb and Edwards for this year. And it might be just this year, but that is perfectly fine. And there's no guarantee that Cam Akers comes back and steals that job back, too. All right, so I love Darnell Mooney. And I could go look at quarterbacks right now, but I'm going to take Darnell. Because I only got a couple minutes left, so we got to hit this show on the road. Let's see. Darnold, Carr, Goff, Winston, now the starter. A little bit later pick would probably be Jordan Love, just because if Rodgers moves on, I got Jordan Love. Just an option. Then I kind of still have, like, if Rodgers retires, I'll have 3 quarterbacks probably starting. If Rodgers moves on to a different team, I have potentially 4 starters still, which is appealing. All right, so I want to see if there's anybody with upside. Oh, I found my guy. Antonio Brown's really up there, really close, but my guy is probably Russell Gage. I think he's going to fill in right into that kind of B-ish, B2 spot. Like, not as good as Calvin Ridley, but when you're talking about people saying defenses, when you're talking about a guy who is one of my sleepers, because I think even if you have him who had like almost 800 yards last year, if he has 1,100 yards or 1,000 yards and like 7-8 touchdowns, you're talking about a guy, or even 6 touchdowns, that could be hugely valuable compared to maybe like a Michael Gallup who's wide receiver 3 and we just have to hope he moves teams, or we have to hope Cooper moves on. Let's see. Denzel Mims. Is there any running backs I like? I like Jamal Williams. Yeah, I like Jamal Williams. We'll take Jamal Williams. Jamal Williams, again, this is kind of like a bye-week fill-in. And he's not old. Like, there's a chance that Swift is just injury prone, and we have issues there. I like Swift, but, I mean, Jamal Williams is the pick there. And let's see where quarterbacks are. So still, again, kind of quarterbacks are not being taken off the board. So that's my team right now. I know I only have like a minute left before this. It shuts off in 15 minutes. So Lawrence, Wilson, Rodgers. I got Chubb and Edwards for. I got Hawkinson. I got McLaurin, Julio, Bateman, Rondale Moore, Darnell Mooney, Russell Gage. Clearly, my wide receivers are having a big issue, and that's what happens when you take your first wide receiver at 4, the 4th round. Kind of a thing I've been seeing is really I like the first three rounds of running backs, and I like the first 3 rounds of quarterbacks. But the first 3 rounds of running backs, after that, I don't really like their dynasty value. It's really hard. I mean, maybe 4th round, you get some players in here like, yeah, Miles Sanders, Javonte Williams, Josh Jacobs, David Montgomery, and Big Shea. So I'll say 4th round. But then you get to the 5th round. Cam Akers, we don't know when he's coming back. James Robinson, again, we have no idea if he's going to be a starter for 1 year. Gaskin, same thing. Hunt's backup. Sermon, we don't know about that. It could be a mess. Edmonds could be the starter. Who knows? Could be also a mess. Mike Davis, I guess he's the only man in town right now. So this is the dynasty startup that we are going to be doing here very, very shortly. As soon as we have enough, I'm going to stop it there. We're going to start talking about rules and stuff. And so please, if you want to be a part of the league, this is probably your last chance. I may mention it one more time if we don't have enough people by then. But again, my name is Marcus with Dynasty Football Dads. Peace out. Have a good rest of your weekend. Now turn up.